My mom passed away in 2011, so that was when I just got into this crazy cycle of the hospitals, living on a couch or under the stairs and in the car. The hard part was actually showering and, bathroom stuff, feminine stuff. Oh my God, being a woman homeless was a lot harder than I expected.
The journey from homelessness to housing stability is unique for each person. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions that the general population might have about people experiencing homelessness, whether it's health, mental health, catastrophic events, loss of family, loss of employment. You just don't know. There's some story there. Compass Housing Alliance meets people where they're at, providing affordable housing opportunities and emergency services. Having access to affordable housing and supports. It's not just for people experiencing homelessness, it's the elderly, it's the people with disabilities, and fixed incomes.
I lived in the condominium for 20 years. The dues are so high now that I really can't afford to stay there. From the condo, I watched Compass Broadview being built, and I thought, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be nice if I could live over there? So I walked across the street and I said, how does someone get to stay in a place like this?
Anybody that's looked at trying to rent an apartment in Seattle realizes that you either need to have 4 or 5 friends or a really high income. It's a really complex issue. We've got tech jobs that really drive up the cost of housing, but we're also landlocked by water. So we don't have all the areas to build. We've got a lot of people moving into the area. Building costs right now are, I think, higher than they've ever been. So, when you put 10, 12 reasons together, it makes Seattle a really, really tough place to afford a place to live. There are a lot of organizations that offer housing shelters and some supportive services, and really what sets us apart is the way in which we approach that. We really double down on relationship building.
Compass Housing Alliance is more than just landlord to tenant. It encompasses support to help the tenant survive. We don't just stick them in an apartment and then let them fend for themselves. In supportive housing, we offer things for them. We'll arrange to see if someone is hungry. We'll try to, get them involved with the food bank. Do they need help in, getting money to pay their rent? Do they need clothing? Are there things that they need for their unit or whatever? And then as time goes on, then you can kind of get to the real problems, whether it's an addiction of one form or another, whether they've been through a trauma. Before someone's really going to open up to you, they have to build some sort of trust.
It's a community of people that need one another and found one another. And I'm just glad I found them. It feels like I'm home, finally.
When I first got the keys, I couldn't believe it. I think I just burst out crying. I didn't even open up the lights because I was scared that, it might disappear. I was nuts. It was nuts. I feel human for the first time, in my life. I'm a person and I have some value. So yeah, it gave me a sense of purpose.